Yeah, this cow photo is good. We're going to do an unabridged speaking session on this cow photo. Now, this cow photo makes me think of a lot of things. I took this over the summer, and I like it because it's about cows, but really it's about a lot more than just cows. It's really about how we view each other in society, yet moreover, how we view each other personally in life. And that's a meditation that I've been trying to focus on. It's one that comes up with a lot of answers to questions that I ask myself and that have been asked of others, such as not myself. So I'm going to take you stylistically around the picture a little bit. As you see, it's kind of cut in half a little bit. There's a front half, or not a front half, really a top half and a bottom half. And depending on what you like, you may either be a fan of the top or a fan of the bottom, or you may switch and kind of like both. And whatever orientation, that's great. So when I look at it, I actually see the middle. I see the flies on the cow's back. And that's kind of what I was saying about the intermodal transport of the cow photo, is that it's less so about the cows and less so about the flies and more so about them together. I'm hungry. And that doesn't relate to anything. Yet another thing about this is there's a lot of animals in this small photo. Yet we don't see any faces. We don't see any connection. We don't see any personal naming or eyes. And with animals, and also with humans, we connect to the eyes of the world. You are the eyes of the world, as it's kind of taught. So really what we're seeing here is a faceless depiction of cow bodies, but not dead bodies. We're not looking at beef or steak or shank or anything of the sort. What we're looking at is meaning. We're looking for a quest for meaning. Where do you find meaning in your life is a question that people ask you. It's a pretty lame question, yet people will ask you that. Or how do you relax? That one actually, you can get a person's personality of that. Some people say, I don't need to relax. It's a joke. Everyone needs to relax. Some people are permanently relaxed, which actually creates a lack of relaxation because it's their entire statehood. That's a ocelot breakfast philosophy question for you. Yet, what is apparent in all of this is the quest for meaning in a faceless picture of cows. In the physical realm, we're looking at cows right now. We are looking at the backs of, I think, 4 cows. I'm not even sure, and I took this photo. Is it the backs? Is it the fronts? Is it the saddles? Do people ride cows? Is that appropriate? Is that inappropriate? If you want to choose to ride a zebra, but you choose the cheetah, is that okay? All of those questions and more are ones that I wish to focus on. The question is no longer, do you wish to buy wheat thins? The question is, will you support wheat thins in the quest against Lyme disease, theoretically? That was from Bo Burnham's Inside. Big fan. And so as I sit here in this discusatory, which is accusatory, but it's discussion-based, so it's discusatory, in this discusatory tone, and I am asked to look at this cow photo. I am asked to depict it physically. We see the frames. Yet I'm also asked something much deeper. And something that I wish to take up a drink with, like water. I'm looking at a glass of water right now. I'll go over to a glass of water. We'll go on a little field trip. And that's the thing with art, is that it's so blasé. I don't even know what that word means. It's so casé that you're often reduced to kind of talking points and theoretical mishmash. It's a self-justification, as my great friend Nicholas told me about. Nicholas? I don't know. I am so looking forward to going back to school, which I will. And I'm very excited. And of course, he's one of those things, where when you look at a cow photo, you're taken back. I'm taken back to where I was and where I am. And that, for me, was a positive thing. For some people, taking back to where it was may not be a positive thing. And so this cow photo asks you, where are you in this? Where do you see yourself? Are you a fly? Physically, are you a fly? Probably not. Because if you're physically a fly, I don't think you would be able to listen to this right now. Do you sometimes feel like a fly? Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind? Wanting to start again? Do you ever feel like a waste of space? Again, questions that are asked, or that should be asked, every day of every life, is how do we stand up for what we believe in a way that impacts the world in a positive way? And that's something that I take very seriously. Excuse me, it's a little voice crack. And that's something that I will stand for. Whether it is a physical depiction of cows and flies, whether it is a broader institution, or whether it is a space in which we will never know, such as what it's like to be a reptile. I don't know what it's like to be a reptile, and frankly, I don't want to know what it's like to be a reptile. You know what I do know what it's like to be? I know what it's like to be an artistic human who expresses creativity in some unorthodox ways, and whose insatiable thirst for belonging is a quest that has been for a long time and will continue for a while. That's what I know what it's like. The word is love. The world is love. The geodesic dome that exists around all of our hearts is one that needs to be shared with others through the light that lives in all of us, and that we can capture that light with pictures of cows. Bovine behavior. Cow. Thank you.